दूरदर्शनको साथमा एशियन फार्मास्युटिकल्स प्राइवेट लिमिटेड नेपाली बजारमा लोकप्रिय
एक्साइट ब्याट्री
सुमिरे टुर एन्ड ट्राभल
प्री-ब्रिटिश आर्मी हेल्थ सेन्टर प्राली पासाङ लामु फाउन्डेसन धुम्बाराई काठमाडौँ
प्रभु मनी ट्रान्सफर प्रभुको इच्छा
सामाजिक उत्तरदायित्वको लागि हिमालयन व्हाइट हाउस इन्टरनेसनल कलेज नयाँ बानेश्वर काठमाडौँ
सबै दुखाइको निदान पेनिलाइन
Himalayan online service, your gateway to the information superhighway.
अनुहारको चाया पोतो डन्डीफोर हटाउनु परेमा फेस गार्ड साबुन सधैँ प्रयोग गरौँ।
नमस्कार। फरक दृष्टि आर्थिक कोण यो हो दूरदर्शन दैनिक दूरदर्शनको आजको अङ्कमा यहाँलाई स्वागत छ। दर्शकबिन हामीले फरक दिन फरक विषयमाथि कुराकानी गर्दै आएका छौँ। विशेष गरी आज हामीले नेपालको पर्वतीय पर्यटन र हिमाल आरोहणमा विदेशी कसरी आरोहण गर्छन् र कतिको कठिन छ र यसमा शेर्पा समुदायको भूमिका सम्बन्धी वृत्तचित्र यहाँमा प्रस्तुत गर्दैछौँ।
Humans cannot live. Every breath burns the lungs like cold fire. Many have died there on the mountain known as Everest.
When I was a boy, my father told me that the highest mountain in the world is the home of the gods. My people, the Sherpa people, are Buddhist. We call Mount Everest Chomolungma, or the goddess who lives on the summit. For 50 years or more, those who tried to climb to the summit failed or died. Then, in 1953, the first two climbers reached the top. Edmund Hillary and my father, Tenzing Norgay. When I was just 5 years old, I lit butter lamps to honor the mountain gods who protected my father at the top of the world. He said the mountains gave him great strength. I thought he was the bravest man on earth. Now, 43 years after his great climb on Everest, I'm training for my own summit attempt. I think it's in my blood. The first thing I learned was the self-arrest. It's the only way to stop yourself if you fall and begin sliding down a steep, icy slope. My father was a hero. Before he passed away, my father warned me about the dangers on Everest. But I always felt kind of a hunger inside to live up to his legend. So I have to try it.
This spring, Jamling will join an Everest expedition led by Ed Viesters of Seattle. Ed has climbed Everest 4 times. He trains every day, even when he's on vacation in Utah.
Well, I brought together a team of highly skilled climbers to assist a scientist who's studying the geology of the Everest region. This year, Paula, my fiancée, will be our base camp manager. We're going to Everest just 2 weeks after we get married. I figured Everest would be a cheap place to honeymoon.
difference between me and Ed is that when we go for a 5-hour bike ride, I call it a workout. He calls it a warm-up.
The third lead climber of this Everest team will be an accomplished young mountaineer from Barcelona. Araceli Segarra has climbed high mountains before, but she is best known for her skills as a rock climber.
I like to go to the beach and just hang out, but I prefer climbing mountains. I'm not trying to prove anything. I just love to climb. It's my passion, that's all.
If she makes it to the top of Everest, Araceli will be the first Spanish woman in history to do so. Even when she's training in Mexico, Araceli's real goal is halfway around the world. Mount Everest is part of the highest mountain range in the world, the Himalaya, which stretches 1,500 miles across Asia. Far below the icy peaks of the Himalaya lies the capital of Nepal, Kathmandu, basking in a warm subtropical valley.
I love this city. In 1953, Kathmandu was the point of departure for my father and Hillary. On March 15th, my teammates and I gather here to make final plans.
The climbers have come to Kathmandu to help a scientist from England, Roger Billam. Roger wants the team to place instruments high on Mount Everest so he can study its geology. Sumio Suzuki of Japan will document the expedition.
I don't know if I'm strong enough. I've never climbed Everest. I need to see it.
We have 3 tons of gear all told, and probably half to 2/3 of that might be food.
It's been in my dreams, ever since I was a kid to climb.
Tomorrow we helicopter up into the foothills of Everest. Sumio joins me in spinning the prayer wheels to offer prayers for the dangers that lie ahead. And when I saw the rickety old Russian helicopter Ed had rented, I figured we'd need all the prayers we could get.
Cargo helicopter cannot fly as high as base camp, but it gives us a head start up to 9,000 feet. From there, we will walk over 30 miles to the base of Mount Everest. I love to climb the highest mountains in the world. Most of them are here in the Himalayas.
Araceli's passion is climbing high mountains. Roger Billam's mission is understanding how they form.
Continents actually move, and when 2 huge landmasses collide, all that rock has to go somewhere, and so it goes up. And that collision is what pushed up the Himalayan mountains. About 100 million years ago, the land we call India began moving north, towards Asia. As the continents slowly collided, India slid under Asia. The rock in between was squeezed and piled up, forming the Himalaya. India is still pushing further underneath Asia, so every year Mount Everest grows about 1/4 inch higher. At 29,028 feet, Mount Everest soars 5.5 miles above sea level. making it the tallest mountain on Earth.
Tall mountains are built by many tiny movements, which Roger tries to record with GPS satellite receivers.
Roger is, he's happy when he explains to you what he knows. It's alive for him, the geology.
The powerful underground forces which push these mountains 5 miles high also cause massive earthquakes. In a village like Kumjung, few houses are built to withstand such tremors. We can't forecast earthquakes, but perhaps if our team succeeds in making a GPS measurement on Everest, that will make our earthquake data more accurate.
On a ridge at almost 13,000 feet is the remote Buddhist monastery known as Tangbuche.
"43 years ago, my father stopped at this monastery to seek blessings to climb Mount Everest.
The Sherpas believe the mountain gods protect those who honor them, but pride and arrogance can anger the gods and cause great suffering, even death.
दर्शकबिन एकैछिन छोटो विश्रामपछि पुनः हामी उपस्थित हुनेछौं।
सफलताको 13औं वर्षमा प्रवेश।
अँध्यारो हटाउनु छ उज्यालो बनाई देखेको सपना साकार पार्नु छ।
विदेशमा दुःखले आर्जेको पसिनाको कमाइले
शिक्षाको ज्योति चौतर्फी चल्नु छ। सुख दुःखमा हातेमालो गर्दै सहयोगी हातहरू अगाडि बढाउँदै हिमाल पहाड र तराई बस्ने हामी नेपाली माया गर्छौँ हामी बुद्ध र सीता जन्मेको जन्मभूमि।
पहिला पहिला अघि बढाउँदै हामी सबैले बोक्नु छ विकासको भार।
शिक्षित भविष्य प्रभुको इच्छा। विदेशबाट नेपालमा रकम प्राप्त गर्ने भरपर्दो माध्यम साथै नेपाल अधिराज्यभरि रकम पठाउन र प्राप्त गर्नका लागि प्रभु मनी ट्रान्सफर प्रभुको इच्छा।
यसपालिको बडा दशैं र तिहारको उपलक्ष्यमा हिमालयन अनलाइन सर्भिसले तपाईँ हामी माझ लिएर आएको छ 1 Mbps को इन्टरनेट सर्भिस वार्षिक रु 13,500 मा र 2 Mbps को इन्टरनेट सर्भिस वार्षिक रु 23,000 मा। हिमालयन अनलाइन सर्भिस, योर गेटवे टु द इन्फर्मेसन सुपर हाइवे।
राष्ट्रिय तथा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय वायु सेवाको टिकटिङका लागि सधैँ सम्झनुहोस् सुमिरे टुर एन्ड ट्राभल, ठमेल, काठमाडौँ, पोखरा, चितवन, लुम्बिनी, दार्जिलिङको टुर भेहिकल हायरिङ सुपथ मूल्यमा, राफ्टिङ, प्याराग्लाइडिङ र होटल बुकिङ पनि। ट्राभलिङ क्षेत्रको व्यावसायिक पहिचान सुमिरे टुर एन्ड ट्राभल।
कति काम गर्नुभएको? चिया खान आउनुहोस्।
बुवा नमस्कार। आमा नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
के गन्थन गर्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो बुवा आमा?
खै के भन्ने छोरी, बुढेसकालको शरीर।
के भयो र बुवा, हजुरलाई सन्चो छैन कि क्या हो?
काम गरे पनि दुख्छ, नगरे पनि ढाड दुख्छ, कम्मर दुख्छ, घुँडा दुख्छ, पाखुरा दुख्छ, सबै दुख्छ भने।
बुढेसकालमा मात्र होइन बुवा, यस्तो समस्या त सबैलाई पर्छ नि। फेरि यस्तो बेलामा जस्तो पाए त्यस्तै औषधिको प्रयोग पनि गर्नु हुँदैन।
मेरो पनि यो पाता र जोड्नेहरू कति दुख्छ भने कति ठाउँ गएर जचाइसके केही पत्तो लागेन।
छ नि बुवा, रुगा लागेको, टाउको दुखेको, हाड जोर्नी दुखेको, हात खुट्टा मर्किएको, हड्डी खिएको दुखाइ, नसा च्यापिएको दुखाइ, मांसपेशी सुन्निएको, सबै किसिमको दुखाइ निदानको लागि बजारमा पेनिलाले आछ नि।
अनि यसले साच्चै नै काम गर्छ त बाबु?
आमा, यसले साच्चीकै काम गर्छ। मेरो सासु आमालाई पनि यस्तै समस्या थियो। यो पेन निल तेल लगाउन थालेदेखि केही समस्या छैन अहिले। असाध्यै राम्रो काम गर्दो रहेछ यसले त।
बुढा, अबदेखि हामी पनि यही पेन निल तेल नै लाउने गर्नुपर्छ।
भइहाल्छ नि। साँच्चै बाबु, यो पेन निल तेल कहाँ किन्न पाइन्छ त?
बुवा, यो पेनिल आइल बजारका सबै औषधि पसलहरूमा पाइन्छ।
ए गजब भइगयो नि त्यसमा। सबै दुखाइको निदान
पेनिल आइल।
के तपाईँ आफ्नो शरीरको मोटोपन घटाउन चाहनुहुन्छ? यदि चाहनुहुन्छ भने हामीलाई सम्झनुहोस्। नेपालकै सबैभन्दा उत्कृष्ट प्री ब्रिटिश आर्मी हेल्थ सेन्टर प्राली, पासाङ लामु फाउन्डेसन, दुम्बाराई, काठमाडौँ, जहाँ सम्पूर्ण ट्रेनिङहरू एकैसाथ दिइन्छ। हाम्रा सेवाहरू जुम्बा, एरोबिक्स, बुट क्याम्प, क्लोज क्याम्प, किक बक्सिङ, वेट लुज प्रोग्राम, फिजिकल फिटनेस, प्री ब्रिटिश आर्मी एन्ड सिङ्गापुर पुलिस, योगा, पिलाटे एन्ड साउना, अल टाइप अफ जिम, साल्सा, बलिउड, कलिउड, हलिउड डान्स तथा बिबोइङ। यहाँ तालिम प्राप्त प्रशिक्षकद्वारा प्रशिक्षण दिइन्छ। सम्पर्क 0122999519, 9851138716, 9851067546, 9813007758। चेयरपर्सन कमल सेलिङ, प्री ब्रिटिश आर्मी हेल्थ सेन्टर प्राली, पासाङ लामु फाउन्डेसन, दुम्बाराई, काठमाडौँ।
बलराम मोटरसाइकल वर्कसप, अनामनगर, काठमाडौँ। के तपाईँको बाइकमा कुनै पनि समस्या छ भने हामीलाई सम्झनुहोस्। यहाँ सुपथ मूल्यमा सर्भिसिङ, इन्जिन रिपेयरिङ, पुरानो बाइक डेन्ट पेन्ट गरी नयाँ बनाउने, त्यसै गरी पम्पचर तथा ट्युबलेस टायर समेत गरिन्छ। बलराम मोटरसाइकल वर्कसप, अनामनगर, काठमाडौँ। सम्पर्क 9841 739572।
रोज, च्युरी, नीम, कागती या यो साधारण साबुनको प्रयोगले मुहारमा केही हुनेवाला छैन। अनुहारको चाया, पोतो, डन्डीफोर हटाउनु परेमा फेस गार्ड साबुन सधैँ प्रयोग गरौँ।
With a train of 60 yaks to carry our gear, we head for base camp, 5,000 feet up from here.
As the climbers go higher, they risk altitude sickness. But if they ascend gradually, the body adjusts on its own to the low oxygen level. It's called acclimatizing. The number of red blood cells doubles, so the blood can carry more oxygen. Just surviving at 29,000 feet is a challenge in light of this medical fact. A person taken directly from sea level to the top of Mount Everest would be unconscious in a few minutes and dead soon thereafter. Those who have died on Everest are honored by stone monuments called chortens.
You walk in the Khumbu, you see the chortens, you think about the people who died for the mountain we are going to climb. And well, it made me think about my own safety.
On April 2nd, we reached the foot of Mount Everest. Here on a huge glacier, we set up base camp. Next to our tents are those of a dozen other expeditions, all with the same goal, a summit that's 2 miles higher.
Ed is concerned that there are too many teams on the mountain, and some of them show a critical lack of experience. From this base of operations, Jamling is in charge of organizing the loads and sending them up with the strongest Sherpas, the summit team.
Most Sherpas like me can carry heavy loads up here without getting sick or short of breath. Our blood carries more oxygen. So when I say climbing is in my blood, I'm not kidding.
As much as I like everyone on the team, I somehow never expected to bring 30 people along on my honeymoon. 30 hungry people.
The head cook is called Changba. He is always singing and laughing, and he's really a funny guy.
Several times a day at base camp, you hear the roar of an avalanche.
People have died on Everest. About a third of them have been killed by avalanches.
We hope to follow the same route my father and Edmund Hillary took to the summit in 1953. There are 3 main danger zones. The first is the Khumbu Icefall, where huge ice towers tumble without warning. Above that is the steep and icy Lhotse face, which rises non-stop for 4,000 feet. The third danger zone is the southeast ridge near the summit. The icefall is a frozen river, about 500 feet deep, that surges downhill almost 4 feet a day. Some of the gigantic ice blocks weigh over 40 tons, and if they suddenly break loose, they can crush you in a heartbeat.
In the icefall, we use ladders a lot, which can take a little getting used to.
I like to get my falling done early, because later on, I don't like to fall again. When you look down, you wonder how deep is that crevasse. Well, I don't want to find out. The Sherpas say that if you fall in the crevasse, you will fall all the way to America.
After we climb through the icefall, we head towards middle camp, where we spend a few weeks acclimatizing. If you go too high too soon, you risk getting edema, which is where your lungs begin to fill with fluid, and that can kill you.
At middle camp, the climbers must begin to drink more water, which they get by melting snow. The dry air sucks moisture from each breath and also makes them cough. Coughing fits have left Sumiyo with 2 cracked ribs.
Whenever porters went back down to Paula at base camp, they brought her videos because, Paula wanted to see that I was okay. It was, after all, our honeymoon.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, we're gonna have probably some sliced, lightly sautéed spam along with.
It looks like breakfast time at Devon's base camp.
Damn.
That's pretty boring.
Because now I'm thinking about ice cream with chocolate and a little of cream of the topping. Can be great.
Typical.
May 7th. After 5 weeks at 22,000 feet, the team has acclimatized. Each drop of blood can now carry more oxygen. They're ready to go for the top. But right now, the summit is being blasted by freezing hurricane-force winds.
Almost all year, storms and high winds make Everest unclimbable. But sometime in May, you may get a week of calm, clear weather, which then allows you to sort of sneak up to the summit. It was still very windy up high, so I chose to sit tight. It's not easy watching other teams going up and then wondering if perhaps you're missing your only chance of reaching the summit. Of the 12 other teams here, the largest is led by my good friend Rob Hall from New Zealand, a very experienced Everest climber. The memory of May 8th and the days that followed will haunt me forever. Heading up the steep, icy Lhotse face that day, we watched a column of over 50 climbers, including my friend Rob Hall. They faced a 3-day climb to reach the summit. At the time, even though I felt uneasy, I never suspected what a nightmare they were heading up into.
2 days later, most of the same climbers set out for the summit. Late on that fateful day, a fierce storm slammed into the upper part of the mountain without warning.
दर्शकबिन कार्यक्रमको निर्धारित समय सकिन लागेको छ। भोलि फरक विषय र प्रसङ्गका साथ यहाँ माझ उपस्थित हुनेछौँ। हस् त आजका लागि म लगायत सम्पूर्ण दूरदर्शन युनिटलाई आज्ञा दिनुहोस्। नमस्ते। दूरदर्शनको साथमा एशियन फार्मास्युटिकल्स प्राइवेट लिमिटेड नेपाली बजारमा लोकप्रिय
एक्साइट ब्याट्री
सुमिरे टुर एन्ड ट्राभल
प्री ब्रिटिश आर्मी हेल्थ सेन्टर प्राली पासाङ लामु फाउन्डेसन धुम्बाराई काठमाडौँ
प्रभु मनी ट्रान्सफर प्रभुको इच्छा
सामाजिक उत्तरदायित्वको लागि हिमालयन व्हाइट हाउस इन्टरनेशनल कलेज नयाँ बानेश्वर काठमाडौँ
सबै दुखाइको निदान
पेनिलायन
Himalayan online service, your gateway to the information superhighway.
अनुहारको चाया पोतो डन्डीफोर हटाउनु परेमा फेस गार्ड साबुन सधैँ प्रयोग गरौँ।